information. As I've mentioned in some other broadcasts, my wife there, she was a little heavy set. It didn't bother me, but I guess at times I didn't show her enough passion. She thought maybe I wasn't as interested in her as I should have been. She thought she was ugly. She's never ugly to me. Even though some of the choices she's made now are very ugly, she's not ugly still to me. I know I done wrong, but yeah, like I said, she was a little heavy set. I didn't mind that when I got with her. She knew that. But recently, when a lot of this started, she started taking this weight loss drug. It's called phentermine. And a lot of stuff changed with her when she started taking it. She acts like some of the things we went through were long coming. It was kind of a surprise to me. I thought we could always work out our differences. I mean, we've been through so much, even going back to being kids. We've been through so much. But after she started taking this drug, a lot of stuff, her personality changed. And I was on the phone with her one night. I asked her to stop taking it, and she said she had, actually, already. But she's still been losing a lot of weight. And when I got to watch my daughter out here over the weekend, it was because she had a doctor's appointment, and it might be over this one stuff, which I don't even want to talk about. But I hope it wasn't. Although I do hope she goes to the doctor about that stuff. That's more personal than I want to go into here. But I think she went to this weight loss clinic, and I think she's been on this drug this whole time. Even when she told me she'd quit, she lied to me. And I wish she would stop it and just see what happens. I at least ask her to go and tell our doctor about the changes in our life, and tell our doctor that she's separated from her husband and she split her family apart, because they need to make notes of this. I've looked this drug up extensively online since then, and it's kind of rare, but one of the things that it can do is cause personality changes. And I'm not one for prescription medication. I know some people have to have it. I understand that. Quite frankly, at this point in my life, I'd rather die than take any pills. I mean, I drink. That's bad enough, really. I was drinking quite a bit before we separated. Just trying to deal with this stuff. I smoke cigarettes. That was actually one of the things that caused problems for us. Cigarettes. She's almost like allergic to them. I was smoking in the house a lot, and I tried to fix that, actually, later on when stuff got real bad and she confronted me with this. I did. But I was smoking outside, and I would go out on the front porch, and I would look at where she was. She was just down there at the neighbor's house. I wanted so much for her to come back to our house, her mom's house, and be be with me and her daughter, and she's just spent a lot of time down there. So much time I finally did confront her on this, and I asked her if she was cheating on me, and she laughed at me and said no, and I found out later that was a lie. She said she actually, later on, did approach this man to have relations with him, and he turned her down. But this man I've been talking about, he got shot for this before. So yeah, he probably wanted me out of the house well before he ever really made a move on her, because he knows me and my family, even though he tried to act like he didn't. It's a lie on his part. I know all about him. He knows all about me. We'd never really met. I never wanted anything to do with what I would consider garbage like that. I don't want anything to do with a pillhead, a thief. I mean, I forgive him for those things. I guess he did what he had to do, but he didn't do them for his family. That's for damn sure. He did them for himself. And his family, many of them, even though some of them have to rely on him now, and I guess he's helping them out more than he did, they paid the price. That whole family paid the price for his actions all throughout his life. And I guess in a way my family's paying the price for my actions now. And I can't necessarily say I would never do those things. I guess in different circumstances maybe I would. Almost at this point I would do a lot of things to try to put my family back together. I just don't think any of them would. I haven't seen her in a few weeks, but my sister did. And she dropped the baby off, and she picked up the baby this time. I found out later that the only reason I mentioned this earlier, that I got to even see my daughter this go-round, is because the other babysitter couldn't babysit, and that hurt me. Because Leah told me she wanted me to have something to do with her. She wanted her to have her father. She won't even let me talk to her on the phone. And when Leah called up here, when she called while the baby was here, I was very civil with her, like she asked me to be, and I didn't bring up any relationship stuff. Of course I wanted to, but every time I have, I've just messed that up more. So I dropped it, and I let her talk to the baby. And I wish she would give me the same there. I mean, I'm not going to give up, but I just don't want to talk about these things with her anymore. I've said what I needed to say, and sometimes I feel like I hurt her. I didn't mean to hurt her, but this is all it's a very painful thing to go through. It's very, it was a big blow to my ego to know that she would rather be with a pillhead. Rather than me. She told me even recently she would rather be with her ex-husband, who probably would never take her back. But regardless, he threatened to slit her throat, kidnapped her kids. He's a Turkish man. He was not an American citizen. He married her and gained citizenship. And when we first got together, he kidnapped her children and sent them back to Turkey, the very place he had spent his entire life trying to get out of. And we fought an immense legal battle. It was very harrowing. was hard on both of us. I stood with her through it. I'll stand with her now through it. I helped raise those kids, and I never had them call me Dad. They know me as Joshua. I would never even take his place in that. He is their father, and I respect that. I tried to love them still like they were my own. Would have been their stepdad. Still am in ways. Even though that was very hard on me. I didn't want to interfere with their relationship, but I loved her. And I thought I could do her better than that, but when she told me that she would rather have him back over me, that hurt probably more than anything else she has said or did. That she would rather have a man who'd rather slit her throat, kidnap her kids, than me. That hurt. But I guess I hurt her. I never meant to hurt her that much, to drive her to say or do stuff like that. And I wish I could figure out how to fix that. She would have talked to me, I would have listened. I guess sometimes she did try to talk to me. I used to smoke marijuana on top of cigarettes. I quit all that. I don't have anything to do with that. She said it worried her that I was doing that. She didn't want us to lose our children over it, which you can, even for marijuana. But now she's dating just it don't make any sense why she would do all that to me for a misdemeanor and be with somebody who's now going through a court case for distribution of Schedule 5 narcotics, and not understand that affects her worse, that he stands a chance of ruining everything for us and her. I just don't get it. And I quit all that. I walked away from a lot of things for her, a lot of things I never thought I would, honestly, walk away from. And it didn't matter. When I burned all my stuff right in front of her, she told me not to because she didn't want to buy me another pipe or whatever, but she didn't even get the pipe I burnt. I got that for free. It was a friend gave it to me. The amount of things she supported me with on that was, in my opinion, nil to none. Quite frankly, she made me feel like an outcast for it a lot. And I didn't always do the best to hide it. I got caught with some. But I'm not a criminal. I don't think I was doing anything wrong. Other people would disagree. And I don't think the people that would disagree with that have the right to say that. But it doesn't matter because I'm done with all that. I'm not probably going back to it. I mean, maybe if it become legal, not contemplate it, but even then, I don't know if I would. Because when I got back with her, I actually started smoking right after she left me before, and I never told her that. And when I got back with her, I should have quit. That should have been the first thing I offered instead of the last. It soothed me, it helped me with things. I should have just not had anything to do with any of that. And so, but I really wish she would, even though I know the surgery and she's got the doctor's prescription for it and all that, she looked great to me when we first got together. I guess I didn't make her feel that way. I made a lot of mistakes there, but the last time I saw her, she wasn't as thin, but she was still losing weight. I could still tell she was on it. I didn't like it. Honestly, she was way more appealing to me, and she was bigger, and I felt like she cared about me. And like I said, I guess I didn't make her feel that way. I did my fair share of bad things too. I will admit some of that here. While we were together, there was issues, certain things on not being sexy to me. Her mom being in the house was not really appealing. Children being around, it's hard for me to get intimate with that. But I still want to be, you know, and so kind of got into pornography. I wasn't getting any attention. I would just, watch some of that. She said she found some, and it hurt her feelings. She thought I wanted, oh no, I got blown up by a creeper. But, she thought I wasn't appealing to her. And she was. It's not why I got into that. Just a visual aid for a man, I guess. I'm sorry, Aliza. I'm sorry.